all welcome this very evening. Also join the man, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister. The Biafra Republic Government Prime Minister on the Twitter space. The topic, we are not violent. We are at war with Nigerian government. Get this point clear. Wow. Get us the view. This topic na fire and na thunder. Ha 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 ha. Oh no no. Let's see. We will continue to do the needful, and I want you to get it very clear. This evening, our Prime Minister, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, will be coming live. So he made it clear. He made it very clear. So we are going to be joining him right now as he comes online. We are here with him already. So you are all welcome. Just sit cool and enjoy the ride as we continue. All this rubbish.
Biafra.
All hail Biafra. A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra. The time starts now. May the souls of the departed heroes and heroines of Biafra rest in peace, while we continue to fight as we defend motherland and restore Biafra. He say, he say, he say.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious leaders, whose day and night say them always. All hail
Welcome, Biafran people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not violent. We are at war with Nigerian terrorist government. Get this point very clear as I welcome the Prime Minister of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Maazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, to this emergency press briefing to the Biafran people and to the terrorists and to the media houses so that they will get the record straight. PM, welcome to the podium. They will from here.
Thank you very much, the Minister of Information and Media of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Just 1 minute, let me put on my ring. Thank you. The content creator can cut this one and use it for program. I'm wearing my ring.
Yes, they are here. So they have something to write. Ladies and gentlemen, my PM is wearing his ring. So this should be another topic for the week. And please don't miss it as I re-echo. My PM is wearing his ring.
And I just put on the ring now. Thank you.
Very good. Over to you, sir.
I welcome you, everyone, lovers of freedom, Biafra people, ladies and gentlemen of the press that have seated your various locations to listen to this emergency space today. Before I go forward to address Biafrans and those well-wishers and followers of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I would want the Minister of Communication and Media to play a video or audio that I will be addressing this evening. Thank you.
Of his bail or the issue of his prosecution or trial, because the dynamics has changed, and the court, because it is a court of law and an impartial arbiter in matters like this, the court will naturally stand down and expect the litigants to exhaust the process of negotiation, because that is that may be the way forward.
Finally, let me not use the word finally. I would like us to go into Rivers State, but before we go there, right, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is one who says he's been fighting for self-referendum for Biafrans globally, and that they're all about fighting for the self-determination, the freedom of Biafrans. But if you check his X handle, what the pictures that are being posted there, it doesn't reflect what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. For example, with what Nnamdi Kanu said in court today, that IPOB is a peaceful group. They're all about finding their own ingenuity, their independence, right? And the right for them to own. So if Simon Ekpa supposedly says that he's fighting for something similar to what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, if you go to his account, the kind of pictures there and uploads, don't you think it's rather complicating issues for Nnamdi Kanu as well? If at all the court may want to grant him any form of clemency or clear off his charges?
Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are not on the same page.
Okay.
They are also not on the same direction. Nnamdi Kanu is the face and the leader of IPOB.
Okay.
And he has professed several times that they are against violence, and that IPOB will never adopt violence in their approach. Nnamdi Kanu has also at all times condemned the risks of the violence, and he had urged that anybody who believes in their philosophy and ideology of self-determination should not adopt violence. And that is why they have been asking for a referendum, so that they will follow international statutes, so that they will now determine whether their future and whether they will remain in Nigeria or not. They have never had a resort to violence.
Okay.
Unlike Simon Ekpa, who has been accused by many as a criminal agent sitting down in Finland and causing problem in the southeast.
But Barrister, he has a lot of supporters. He has people who are actually clamoring for what he's doing. He has a lot of supporters.
Let me land, Ekpa, because of his utterances and his action, which you have said that he posted terrible and horrible images on his sex handle. And I can tell you that those images do not represent what IPOB has represented, because IPOB has said so. I mean, Simon Ekpa cannot come down to Nigeria and continue the kind of thing he's doing. And that is why we have urged the government to put every machinery in motion to bring Simon Ekpa to justice. Because Simon Ekpa represents crime and not freedom fighters.
All right. Barrister Fred, well, eventually, Justice Binta Nyako gave an order which is invoking
All right,
the court's
thank
power
you
under
very much.
Section
We can stop it here. All right, thank you very much, everyone listening. If you listen to this idiot, this man, not the lady, this idiot, you will listen to him saying that Simon Ekpa represents crime. The same thing they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he was in London. They called him criminal called him every kind of name. He's destroying Alibo and all that. How many times have we made it open and public? Everything we are doing today to liberate Biafra from Islamic State and terrorist state of Nigeria has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are in government in exile. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before he was kidnapped, was and is still the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. Why we are in government? We have come publicly and openly several times to make it very clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing, has no hand in whatever the Biafra government in exile is doing. And I wonder why they continue to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB whenever Simon Ekpa is mentioned. Also, I want to make it categorically clear, while IPOB, according to them, was peaceful organization and peaceful agitators that they don't want to involve in violence and all that. Hundreds of Biafrans were murdered by Nigeria state under IPOB. And after they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they could have killed him, but God saved him. Under IPOB, under my watch, no Biafra will be killed without consequences. That is the difference. That is what makes Simon Ekpa a criminal. That I vowed that Nigeria will never kill anybody under my watch without consequences for that. And today it is happening. Every images I'm posting is to show that there is war, since they refuse to report it. You listen to Musa came to social media, to national television, to say that they are at war. They are now in what they call asymmetric war. And this kind of asymmetric war is not a war between state and state. And yet, they are worried about the image I'm posting. The image I'm posting is the image of Biafra Liberation Army neutralizing Nigeria terrorist state army as they come to kill in their so-called asymmetric and jungle welfare. Is there anything so difficult to understand in that? How does that make us violent? When you have been killed for many years and you decided to defend yourself, how does that make you a violent person? But that is the narrative these criminals who call themselves lawyers and commentators and analysts are bringing because they are benefiting from Nigeria. And what they don't understand is that this is a very dangerous time for you to stand up against the people. I am telling you the fact. And when it starts happening, nobody should call Simon Ekpa, because anybody that goes against the people will come against you. Let nobody think that this is going to be only in those against those carrying weapons and ammunition. Those facilitating and aiding, abetting them by their actions and comments on radios and television will have the Biafra people to contend with in very, very, very soon. So how does that make Simon Ekpa a criminal? Because God have positioned Simon Ekpa to defy all their criminalities, threats, and whatever they do to other people. Those who have come before me, you know how they ended. Today they are telling you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is very, civil man and all that. I agree with them. But the point here is that I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am Simon Ekpa. And I fight my own freedom differently from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should understand that. When they were kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they should have thought whether somebody else will come in. They didn't think about that. Today, what I have vowed between myself and my God and those who have volunteered to sacrifice their life under my watch is that you can never get killed and the people who kill you will go free. The promise I gave to every personnel of the Biafra Liberation Army is that nobody will kill you without consequences. Under IPOB, ESM were killed and murdered, and nobody questioned their death. Under IPOB, many Biafrans were butchered in the street of Aba. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they were killed at Mpo. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they were killed in Aba. Nigeria did not pay for it. Under IPOB, they murdered 28 persons inside the house of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, they killed in Enugu. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, they killed in Ebonyi State. Nobody paid for it. Under IPOB, Wike murdered thousands of Biafrans in Obigbo. Nobody paid for it. And under my watch, I said it can never happen. And that's why all of them are mad, calling me criminal. And let me tell you today, anybody that is calling me criminal, Biafran, go for him. And let him explain whether I have stolen anything from him. From tonight, go and get the person to answer question whether I have stolen from him. And how does defending my people make me a criminal? From this man, Biafrans should go and get him, let him answer question where I have stolen from him. What I am doing is enshrined in international law, self-defense. I cannot be shouting for freedom for my people and you are killing them and you are expecting me to be looking at you. How does that make me a violent person? How does that make me a criminal? Did I steal anything from them? Have I come to their house and steal anything? But you know, because we have kept quiet a long time, when they come to this their nonsense radio to talk rubbish. Any day you see them in Biafra land, those calling me criminal, Biafra Liberation Army, arrest them. We have police now, as a matter of fact. Arrest them. Let them explain where I have stolen, whether I have stolen anything from them. From tonight, we are beginning to restore law and order in Biafra land. Police of Biafra, we have police, state police, rightfully voted for under a democratic dispensation. We enacted a law to establish Biafra police. Anywhere you see these people that are calling me criminal for defending my people, please arrest them and make a video of it. Let them explain where I have stolen their things for calling me criminal. If they don't know what is criminal, they should go back to school. I don't know is not an excuse. I am not aware is not an excuse in the court of law. Most of them claim that they are lawyers. And they don't understand what is the law of self-defense. That piloting the affair of Biafra under a different name, under Biafra Republic Government in Exile, it has nothing to do with IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will remain my leader, and I will continue to respect him till he is out. And he has a lot of influence on my person. And while you continue to detain and imprison him, we will continue to bring calamity upon Nigeria. The calamity we are going to continue to bring is to make sure that we delegitimize you from your police to army, to terrorist army, to anybody carrying gun under Nigeria in Biafra land. Because these are the people who have killed our people without consequences. So the delegitimization has begun. And they are calling me criminal. I am posting the images I'm posting because we are at war with Nigeria. What is so difficult to understand? The chief of army staff came to national television and told you we are at war, and they call it asymmetric war. He called it jungle warfare. Why would you be saying that Simon Ekpa is violent? Who is violent? Was it me that were killing people in Obigbo? Was it Simon Ekpa that killed Nigerians in Lekki Toll Gate? But you know, they have met their match. Because they thought that whenever they are, selling this narrative of, oh, you are a criminal, oh, you are a terrorist, oh, the person will run away. Not me. I can never change I can never change even one step backward. Not me. Simon Ekpa is what he is. From 2021, when you kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, till today, 2024, I am not changing. I stand where I stand. If you come to Biafra land to kill, you will die there. he will die there. Today, have you been hearing any of extrajudicial killing of Biafrans and the killing of commanders and all that? It is not happening because we have sophisticated weapons. I am posting how your terrorists are dying because they are very, very strong when they see unarmed people. When Biafra under IPOB was not armed, you kill them. I don't derive joy in seeing people that are under me, looking up to me, to go to the street and die, and there is no consequences for them dying. I cannot be that kind of leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was deceived by those who he believed was fighting Biafra for him and with him. And today, he was kidnapped in Kenya, from Kenya to Nigeria. And all of them disappeared and disappointed him. That was why there were no consequences for those that were killed under IPOB. If it was me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believe me, the story would be different. But of course, God knows why he brought me at the time he brought me to the struggle. So I'm here to address this man. First of all, we are at war with Nigeria. If you do not understand that we are at war, you listen and watch the image I'm posting, because that image explained that we are at war. That image I'm posting on my X handle is to show you that we are at war. If you do not believe what Musa, the chief of defense staff, was saying on national television, on channel television, that they are in asymmetric war, I am giving you the evidence that indeed there is a war going on against Biafra and Nigeria. You don't understand that Nigeria is deploying aircraft, fighter jets to Imo State. Do you think we should look them as they bring fighter jet and bombard everywhere and everybody die, so Sam Ekpa will be a good person? I can never be that kind of good person. Call me all manner of names. I will be the end of Nigeria. We are picking up these arms. You think it is going down? You are joking. Self-defense is recognized everywhere. The only thing now is that I know what you don't know. And I don't blame you for not knowing what I know. Let me see any government in the world that will come to tell me, hey, you are doing wrong because your people are getting killed, so you should allow them to get killed. I am still sourcing for weapons, sourcing for ammunition. For those who care to support Biafra, our doors are open. Come. We will create environment for business for your country, for whatever you want to do or whatever you are doing in Nigeria today, and you don't have enabling environment. We are going to create enabling environment after this war with Nigeria. People think that I am here to joke or here to be a career agitator. 5 years was my target to get Biafra. It is happening. After this December, you will know Namiroku Nebumbe. All of you that have spoken against me, all of you that have called me criminal without any evidence, all of you that have shouted under Nigeria just because of your selfish greed, your selfish aggrandizement, you're greedy, because of that, because of what you are looking for Nigeria, you call me criminal, you call me a manner of name. I will wait for you in Biafra land. We are keeping record. We will start now to keep record. All of you from A to Z, you are going to pay for struggling to stop me, and you will never succeed. Because you think when you call me a criminal, it is going to demoralize me. Look at this idiot. He is here shouting, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different. Oh, Simon Ekpa has been accused. Accused by who? If Simon Ekpa have been accused, are you accusing me too? Or you are supporting those who accuse me? Do you have any evidence of me being a criminal? Did I steal from your house? I am telling you the fact. Like I just said, that I am not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can talk to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and go free. Me, you can never go free. After Biafra has been restored, you have a question to answer. If you make it alive till then, you will tell me where I have stolen from you. and why you are calling me a criminal. And how somebody who have risen up to defend their people will become a criminal. I want you to show me that law that says if you defend your people, you become a criminal. You are going to prove me as a lawyer you are. You open your mouth on social media and on the FM television. Go and remark it. Go and write it somewhere. Because Biafrans will never forgive you. Specifically this man now that spoke today. You people should look for him. Let him tell the people and the world whether I have stolen from him and why he's calling me criminal. Like I have said, Biafra is at war with Nigeria. And whatever I am posting on my X handle is the result of what is on ground, which they don't want to tell you. When Musa told you that there is a asymmetric war, which is not a war between state and state, you did not ask him question to explain how is this kind of war being fought, although he went further to explain that you can move and they will shoot you from the back. Because for ages, they have killed Biafrans without consequences. We unprovoked, they killed Biafra agitators. And under my watch, you can never kill Biafrans and go free. So if you feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is better, that under his watch and IPOB, you kill them in hundreds and there is no consequences, that is why you are taking them for a ride. That is why you are doing anyhow to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You think with what will happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are going to kidnap me? You don't understand. You can never come close to me. I am very, very far and I am very close to you. I am in your homes. All of you, I am in your home. I am very closer than you can ever imagine. That's why whenever you make a move to come to Finland, I will tweet it. I am closer to you than you can ever imagine. You think what you have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I have not learned my lesson? When they say that, the last time the journalist from United Kingdom came to my office and interviewed me, oh, do you want to go to Nigeria? Why don't you want to go to Nigeria? And they were using it to make program. I say, if I go to Nigeria, they are going to kill me and all that. It is not about who is afraid of death. Who is afraid of arrest? You think as I am now, I'm afraid of arrest? You are a joker. What I am trying to do is that as a piloter of this particular new dimension of Biafra liberation, I will be outside and as a free man to finish my job. I don't need to prove you anything. You don't have to get captured by Nigeria or to get kidnapped by Nigeria. No. I am very, very sensible and I have learned from what happened to others. I need to be free to finish the job and liberate Biafra people. If you like, go and honk transformer. It is going to happen. So those of you who are here, whenever you hear Simon Ekpa violent, Simon Ekpa this violent, we are not violent. We are trying everything possible to restore peace, stability in our region. And the only way is to make sure that Nigeria terrorist army is not having a field day in Biafra land. The only way to restore peace is to make sure that there is no checkpoint. Nigeria terrorist state, any representative of Nigeria in uniform and carrying arms does not have one single checkpoint in Biafra land. That is the roadmap to peace. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you kidnap. Not only him, you release those you have abducted, kidnapped from different places in Biafra land without record. We have the record. Release all of them. And let me tell you one thing again. Do not think that Biafrans are fools. When you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he must come to Finland. It's a condition. I will sit one-on-one with him. You know, I have said this thing 2 years ago. They thought I was joking. He will come to Finland. The reason I'm fighting for him is that I supported him. I gave him a voice. I gave him a support and gave him the courage to continue doing what he was doing until he got kidnapped. You think I'm going to abandon him? You think I'm going to abandon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even if he come today and say, Simon Ekpa, I don't know you. Simon, you think I'm going to abandon him? Because I know He can never say such thing under his normal, conscience. Because I contributed in supporting him, giving him the voice that you see him as a threat. You kidnap him. And then today, you want me to abandon him. I will not abandon him. Everything I'm doing today is geared at making sure that I demand his release. And if you do not release him, more calamity will befall Nigeria. Go and mark it somewhere. I'm not hiding my mouth. Calamity will befall Nigeria. And if you continue to be in Biafra land, planning how to kill our people with aircraft, with armor tank, you will all be neutralized. Except I am not fighting a just cause. You should be ashamed of yourself that somebody is in Finland and that person is your problem. I wonder, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting from London, how many of you demanded him to come back to Nigeria? How many of you called the ambassador of United Kingdom, High Commissioner for Nigeria of UK in Nigeria? Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is making broadcast. Oh, come. Go and bring it. How many of you did that? You didn't do that. Why is Simon Ekpa different? Why don't you do the thing you do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to me? Come and kidnap me in Finland now. Ndara. Come and kidnap me in Finland. Why are you calling Finland? Did you call United Kingdom on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Did you call the embassy on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why did you go to Kenya to kidnap him? So come to Finland or go to Kenya to kidnap me too. Why are you calling Finland? Why is everybody now, Finland? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcasted for many years. Nobody called United Kingdom. Nobody summoned the ambassador in Nigeria to Abuja. Come on, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting. Why is my own different? Because you see that Abromana Tata, if we go to Ta, I will be the end of Nigeria. And this year, after 2nd of December, you will understand what I'm saying. The image you are seeing is a small thing compared to what has actually happened. I'm only posting those to call your attention to the fact that there is a war going on, but as moron as you are not getting the picture. You are not getting the point. I don't know what else you want me to do. When the chief of army staff come to radio and come to television to cry, Simon Ekpa must be brought back. Simon Ekpa, you don't ask him question. What is Simon Ekpa doing to you? My comment. How does my comment bring you security in the Southeast? As a military man, are you supposed to be in the street or in a democratic system? As a military man, are you supposed to be having checkpoint in a democracy? You are calling Simon Ekpa. The people of Biafra have rejected you and they are not getting the point. The masses in Biafra land have rejected you and you are blaming Simon Ekpa. Is it Simon Ekpa that engineered you to kill them for many years? Don't you know that the people you have killed, their brothers and sisters, have now risen up against you? Don't you know that Biafra people have turned against you? And you said it, you called it asymmetric war. How does that become Simon Ekpa? How is Simon Ekpa comment become the reason they turn against you when you have been killing them for many years? Anyway, I just decided to come this evening to say this thing make this point very clear. When they come to address me and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will continue to say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it several times. He has nothing to do with insecurity in the Southeast. Why are they not addressing my own when I have said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with what Biafra government in exile is doing? Why are they not also addressing that one? They will not address it because these are criminals, corrupt idiots. They will say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it in court. He don't have anything to do with those committing crime in the Southeast, those doing this. Why are you not also saying what I have said? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Biafra government in exile. He has absolutely nothing to do with what I am doing. But at the same time, I am doing this particular agitation, demanding that you must release him. Because I was part of those who pushed him to fight for Biafra, gave him support, that made you to kidnap him. So I can never abandon him. Until when he come out and meet me in Finland and say, Simon Ekpa, you see, I am not doing again. Then I will have something to say. For now, I believe he's still in Biafra struggle. So from today, when you are addressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's comment, please, let shame the devil. I address my own too. I said he has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Is that too too big or too complicated for you to understand that everything I'm doing today, I'm taking responsibility on behalf of Biafra people, on behalf of Biafra Republic government in exile, on behalf of de facto government in the homeland. It has absolutely nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many times am I going to shout this thing? Well, when they come, they will tell you, Simon Ekpa is doing something. Do you think it's going to affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How does that connect to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You guys are criminals. And that's why nobody is listening to you anywhere in the world. Because anytime Nigeria, anything in Nigeria is lie. Lie and fallacy. Nothing else. But it is very, very good. I will be here to end all of you. Here. Good day. And that is why from the day one, when I was shouting, I will bring Biafra from diaspora, they were laughing at me. Today, they are not laughing again. No. Today, now is that, bring Simon Ekpa, let us kill him. Oh, bring him. Come, let him bring him to Nigeria. Do everything possible to bring him. You must go and bring him. But when I was shouting that I will bring Biafra from diaspora, you were laughing at me. You are not laughing again, no? I don't see you people laughing again. That time you were saying, oh, what a stupid guy. You want to bring her. Now, even now, many of them are still laughing when I say I'm going to declare Biafra in Finland. Oh, you want to declare Biafra in exile. Some of them are even laughing at the government in exile. Oh, he's in exile. Exile. You can imagine. Exile. You will be in exile. I will be in exile. And Biafra will come. After 2nd of December, Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Go and mark it. Agaku Nigeria Woto. If you do not pull your military from Biafra land, you will all die there. The demand is very simple. Those of you watching and listening secretly now on space, and I know Musa is listening because you don't miss whatever I'm doing. If you do not pull your Nigeria military from Biafra, out of Biafra land, you will all die there. I am telling you the fact. Cut this particular session, send it to everywhere you want to send it. The self-defense is to make sure we get rid of every Nigeria military, every Nigeria police. These people are terrorists. They have killed Biafra for many years. And we have said enough is enough. So if you continue to remain in Biafra, now that we have arms and ammunition, believe me, if you don't die today, you die tomorrow. Thank you very much, media team and the finance and the Minister of Media Communication. Over to you.
Bazi, are you there? Thank you, my able Prime Minister. Thank you so much, our Obatobie. It is good that you have made it clear, you have laid it bare for the whole world to see. And please, fellow Biafrans and those that are friends of Biafra, journalists in the house, I think my minister is having a challenge of connection. So those of you that are here, I'm going to be bringing you in. You have heard what the Prime Minister has said. Please, I beg of you, bring very relevant questions, relevant concerns. Our Prime Minister has said it here very clear. We are not violent. We are at war. And it is evident the whole world can see it. Everybody heard Musa saying it on live TV. And every day he has given that proof that we are at war, sending military into our land. So make your questions very direct, and 60 seconds will be permitted for each person. Just reserve the accolade and bring relevant questions, relevant issues concerning the topic our Prime Minister have already, attended to right now. So we are having a lot of people in the room. Raise your hands, and I'm going to attend to you by the raising of hands. Please make it very snappy. Mouthpiece of the gods, please grab the mic and bring your question.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. I greet you, Mazi Raphael. I greet you, Mazi Barawa. Please, my Prime Minister, I think you've said it all. But I just want to ask this. You can answer it or not. So I want to ask, why is it that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a saint, as they are saying now? What is our leader still doing in the DSS dungeon while they do this charade of court case against him? So that's just what I want to ask. Why are they still keeping him there? Thank you, My Excellency.
Thank you very much. That is exactly the question everybody should be asking, because people are so easily carried away. When they hear someone Ekpa, all the vein and the hair in their body will start standing. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this good, yet he is still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. After many courts have freed him, he's still there. But he's still good. It is not about the good of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, while he was a free man, they were still calling him this same name they are calling me today. And because they couldn't stop what he was doing, because I am here to finish it, they decided that, oh, maybe let us see how we can frustrate them. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is good, bring him out. They are still not bringing him out. But you know one thing, God is working somewhere. Because before September, believe me, we will level Nigeria. We'll market. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. There's also this lady who you posted on your page, who enumerated everything that happened, that she knew, and she kind of categorically, said it out that our problem is the politicians who brought this massive criminality and all these evil by the army on us because we had a peaceful Biafra land, but the politicians brought this on us. So I think maybe if you can also touch on that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, the truth is that the corrupt politicians are responsible for the insecurity you see today. Without them, you will not see any security in Biafra land. That we are fighting against them. And when you listen to that man, because I'm more interested in the man. The woman is a lady, and I don't have any issue with her. But that man that was talking is where I have a problem. Because the man, if you listen to the man, he was explaining, oh, IPOB is fighting to restore their own country, and as if he is not an Igbo man. That if IPOB restore the country today, he's not going to be part of Biafra. So when you see them explaining this thing, they will be explaining, oh, they are looking for their country, oh, that Nnamdi Kanu is leading them to see that they have their international recognition, and so they can have their own self-determination, as if he's an Hausa man. This man is an Igbo man. As if his Biafra come, he will be, ostracized or maybe expelled from Biafra land. That is not going to be part of it. So when you listen to this kind of idiot, it boils, I get, I start boiling for the fact that they can open their mouth, sitting in that shithole country, open their mouth and be spewing rubbish, where every man in Biafra land is very angry. They don't know that, they are putting themselves in danger, because everybody now is angry. People have died. Nigeria have killed enough. And so if Biafra see anybody that is supporting Nigeria to get their people get killed, they're going to eliminate the person. I am telling you the fact. That's where we are now. So nobody is going to continue to enjoy the death of other people and to make yourself excel. Because you want to support Nigeria, you have one position you want to protect. If you do that, do it in secret. Don't come open and do it again. Because I cross Gokwa Rubicon. People have died, and those people that have died but that were killed by Nigeria state are sons and daughters of people. They are also brothers and sisters of people. And those people that are still alive today, that witnessed the death, gruesome murder by Nigeria terrorist state, they are not happy. So if you think that you can use that to flourish, believe me, you're not going to last long. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our defender. Please, thank you.
Thank you, my peace. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're going to go forward very quickly. Please ask a very quick question. One question, the 60 seconds, and then we'll bring the next person. Veteran Dragon, please come in with your question very quickly, please.
Please, is my voice coming out?
It's coming out, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my Prime Minister, I thank you so much for clearing the air and speaking in a very loud voice. And I want to also add that Nigeria, please, we don't want Nigeria. We don't have nothing to do with Nigeria. If you kidnap our leader, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, and you thought we are going to fold our hands, it's not possible. Even if my prime minister said he's not fighting again, I will take it up. So my prime minister, you are doing the right thing. And what we are doing, we are not doing what Nnamdi Kanu was doing. His own he has his own modus operandi. He's doing it his own way. You kidnap him and you brought us out. You kidnap him because you can. That's why we came out, and we can never go back. It's only either Biafra or Biafra. So let me tell you, Nigerians, take it or leave it. My prime minister is doing the right thing. We are all behind him, and we are going to fight to the last man. Take your military terrorists out of Nigeria, Biafra land. Take your police terrorists out of Biafra land. We have taken up the arms. We can never lower it again. My prime minister, you are doing the right thing. What you are doing has nothing to do with Nnamdi Kanu. It's not the one that asked you to do what you are doing. They kidnap him, and we have to fight for him and fight for Biafra. Even if Nnamdi Kanu said today he's not going to fight for Biafra, we will still fight for Biafra because we need freedom. We want to get out of this shithole country. We want to get out of this terrorist country. We are not part of Nigeria. This place is a killer of people. We don't want it. So please, my prime minister, thank you so much and continue what you are doing. We're all behind you. Already we have over 30 million people supporting you. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Thank you for
Thank you
that,
very
brother.
much. As a matter of fact, we have crossed 40 million votes. Thank you.
Wow. And Akukwa Keba, over 40 billion votes. Wow, wonderful. Biafrans, we are home. We are home. Our Prime Minister. Thank you, sir. Okay, who else is there? We give you the microphone very quickly. I can see Sambijo. I think you should grab the mic now. Please bring your question and go straight to the point, please. Unmute yourself, sir. Maijo. I think that's
Hey, hello. Thank you so much. Sir Major from America, the United States. I was wondering, in terms of what originally started the conflict, if you can give me a brief understanding of that. And then also when we're talking about numbers, obviously the Nigerian army is really big. Do you have the same amount of numbers that they do in terms of having boots on the ground?
Thank you very much, Sami Aijo. It is not about the numbers. We have over 100,000 men at this point, about 130,000 men cut across Biafra land. But it is not about the numbers. Nigeria military are infiltrated by terrorists who do not have any kind of military training, and they don't understand what is rule of engagement. So we also have our terrain. It is completely different from what Nigeria Army, their experience and what they know about. So the fight going on, or the war going on, the conflict going on in Biafra land is completely different from what they have, what the experience they have had in the past. And we purposely designed the way we fight them this time around because we know their weaknesses and we know what they can do depending on the kind of response we're giving to them, in our self-defense. So it is not about the number. They have the equipment, they have the weapon, but if you follow, keenly what has been happening for a few days, or a few weeks, or a few months, even for the past 5 months, you see that for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the military hierarchy are now crying. And the only reason they are crying is because we are neutralizing them when they come to kill us. The terrain is very difficult, and we dictate how to fight them. They have been trying to make us go into conventional warfare. We don't want to go into conventional warfare. And that's why when they come to our community, they kill innocent women and children. And at the same time, we try to repel them as much as we can. But then, facing the Biafra Liberation Army, we always defeat and repel them from the air, from the land. So this is what is going on. So it's not about the number, but it's about tactics, it's about the experience, it's about also the terrain. That is what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have further questions, please? If you have further questions,
no, thank you. That's all.
The opportunity.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
All right. Thank you very much.
And I can see that you know, you are a reporter, and of course this is where some of you need to come in, because the war that is going on now between Nigeria and Biafra is not reported, and so you journalists, especially those of you in the United States, have a very you know, good role to play. And remember that what we are fighting today is not about ourselves alone. It is about the future of America and the West. What has happened and what is going on is that the terrorists are looking for a safe haven. Not just they are looking for a safe haven, they have actually found a safe haven in northern Nigeria, in the Sahel region. And by the time their target is to take over Biafra land, and that's why when this thing is happening, hundreds of people are getting killed in other parts of Nigeria. The military are not interested in it. They are all interested in Simon Ekpa, because their target is to take over Biafra land, take our natural resources, refine it, make money, and sponsor terrorist attack against America and against the West. That is their target. And I did not say this. The CIA have the information. The military, the United States the defense have this information, that they are looking for a safe haven in Nigeria where they will start looking at attack against the West and America. So it is not just about Biafra. And this is what the West should understand. America should understand this. Today, you see, even though many people are supporting Hamas, the Hamas have found a safe haven in Nigeria. The Hamas leader is in Nigeria negotiating and all that. We are not against those fighting for their freedom. But in the course of your freedom, you shouldn't take the life of innocent women and children. That's what we're against. I'm not against, personally, I'm not against anybody fighting for freedom, but you must not kill innocent women and children like we see on 7th of October in Israel. Today, Nigeria embraced them. So this is the kind of thing that people should understand, that fighting for Biafra and helping Biafra, including creating awareness in the United States and making the United States government understand that Biafra government in exile is the only legitimate government that speak and fight for the interests of Biafra people. In order to stop this terrorist upsurge in the nearest future, you must support Biafra either through your media channel or however you can do it to create awareness in the United States. So we will appreciate, and I appreciate that you come here to listen and ask this particular pertinent question. It's very important because many people do not know what is going on. And you see, the reason I'm having this space today is because of the images you may be seeing on my page. The images of very gruesome images coming is the evidence of the war that they don't want to report about. So when they see it on my page, they call me violent person, they call me criminals and all manner of names. But this is actually happening. We are also losing men. Not that we're not losing, but of course the casualty in our side is very minimal. But they are losing thousands of men every day. That's what is going on. It is unreported because they are scared of reporting it. The only thing you hear is for them to come to the TV station and radio to shout, Simon Ekpa must be repatriated. And nobody is asking a question. What is this Simon Ekpa doing? Why is Simon Ekpa so important? Why is this Simon Ekpa so important that the National Assembly of Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa? The Chief of Army Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. The Chief of Defense Staff is discussing Simon Ekpa. Everybody in Nigeria is discussing Simon Ekpa. Why are they discussing Simon Ekpa? Nobody is asking this question. It is because the army Simon Ekpa is commanding is neutralizing them in thousands. Every day they deploy 2,000. You know when they come, you don't know when they go. That's what is going on. And we must tell the world the truth. Thank you.
So my follow-up question, I did have one, I'm sorry, is what sort of message do you have for the American government, or what sort of direct actions do you anticipate the United States military to do? Is there a call for action? Are you asking for weaponry? Are you asking for funding to fund your war? What message do you have for America, the United States government?
The word I have for America and the United States government is to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. And because they have been there in between 1967 and 1970, when Biafra and Nigeria civil war took place, the genocidal war took place, and before the end of the war, America was shifting ground. In the beginning of the war, America was supporting Britain. We know that America and Britain, they have a very special protected interest, so they support each other. But then, this is not about interest this time around. It's about, we must do the right decision to protect the future against terrorism, against, a very catastrophic situation that may befall the West and America in the nearest future. So during the war of Biafra, we understand that America was siding Nigeria was on Nigeria's side. And it was as a result of the misinformation that they are trying to bring up to the table at this point. Misinformation in the sense that there was no news report coming from Biafra land. Nobody knew what was going on. Nobody knew except the Britain and the Nigeria government. So there was a blockade of Biafra. But of course, after the war, when we started this Biafra agitation, we begin to see declassified United States document from the Department of State, declassified document which shows that at a point, America was actually shifting and turning its back on Nigeria and coming to the Biafra side. But because Biafra did not have that information, Biafra did not have that privileged information that America was shifting ground. Because the game started changing. So, and Nigeria, who have linked to America and have more information, they begin to push for a ceasefire. And while America was shifting ground to support Biafra, they were pushing for a ceasefire because they know that America already turned their back on Nigeria. And that was why, because of lack of information and misinformation, those fighting for the leaders of Biafra then succumbed because of lack of information. Otherwise, if this war should have been sustained for the next few months, America would have come fully to support Biafra. And today, I don't think anybody who was part of supporting Nigeria back then would be very proud for what they did, because Nigeria has failed. We see where they are going today. They are supporting Islamic State. They are supporting terrorists. They are supporting Taliban. Everything that America is against is what Nigeria is supporting today. And that was what America supported in 1967. So what we are asking is, we're asking for military hardware, military support, and every support America can give. First of all, we need America to understand that this government that has its headquarters in Maryland is the only recognized government that speaks for the interests of Biafra people from the old eastern region of Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has tried everything to stop our sit-at-home civil disobedience. The people have rejected them. The people have rejected the government, the state government. The people have rejected the federal government. They have rejected the military. They have rejected everything in Nigeria, and they obey the Biafra government in exile. And that is a referendum on its own. Sir Major, it may interest you today that now the Biafra Republic government in exile is conducting self-referendum. And today we have recorded over 40 million votes. The self-referendum that is going on has 3 stages. In the stage 1, we recorded over 30 million votes. This is the stage 2 ongoing, and we have recorded 10 million plus, which is total of 40 million votes. And the stage 3 will end on November 28. And from November 29, we are organizing Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra Convention in Finland. It's going to be a 5-day event, and we are going to declare Biafra, the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra, on the 2nd of December from the result of this self-referendum, which Biafra people have given us their mandate. That's what we are doing. And Nigeria government in Nigeria election, they have never recorded such vote because Biafrans are not interested in voting in Nigeria election. This is the first, many people have confessed that this is the first time they have ever participated in anything voting in their life. And these people are 50 years, 60 years of age. They have never participated one day in election. But this Biafra referendum, they are participating. And we have recorded for. So we are looking at even having up to 50, 60 million votes for this self-referendum. So we have written to the United Nations. We have also informed the African Union Court in Banjul the need to recognize this particular self-referendum being conducted by Biafra Republic government in exile. If they fail to do that, after 2nd of December, calamity will befall Nigeria, because we have been killed enough. We have followed every laid down principles and rules to make sure that Nigeria renegotiated again, and they are using guns, or the barrels of the guns and bullets, to force us into a union where you are going to be butchered, your hand cut off, your head cut off, if you don't believe in what they believe in. We say enough is enough. We were not consulted before Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. These are problems that is very easy to resolve. So why must you force us to be what we don't want to be? This is 21st century. Civilization is everywhere. We want to live like others. We want to be part of these people that enjoy the free world. So America needs to support Biafra militarily and otherwise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, PM Major. Thank you for coming, and I'm very sure you have gotten a lot of updates that you're going to take across to your, the people over there, and the reports you will give, I'm sure, will be very transparent and just as you have heard it on this platform from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Please, my Minister of Communication, are you back? Let me confirm for me if you're back. Mazi Sadi, are you back? Okay.
Continue watching it. My network is not really good now. Continue.
Okay, fantastic. PM, please do well to give him a co-host so that if he's back, he will be able to handle some things from that end. And I can see someone else from here. If you're a reporter, please just raise your hands. You do us well as we will give you the microphone, just like our brother in the USA just did. We'll give you microphone immediately. You raise your hand. For those whose hands are up here, I'll begin to attend to you. 1 minute, please, as you come up. If I water, please 1 minute. Bring your question to the PM while we wait for others, especially reporters from all over the world. Come up here, or those of you that have been accusing this prime minister of one thing or the other, come up here and confront him. He is here for you. Thank you. If I 1 minute, please let it count. If I are you there? Can you unmute yourself or no? If I is struggling, he cannot unmute himself. I am going to give you the microphone now, please. Uchenda Mbadiogo. 1 minute, please. Make it count.
Yeah, good evening, my Prime Minister. Ufosisi Meroya. Ononseru aka. Na who they knock am? If they knock am the zoo, the way we say that they cry. Continue knocking them because we are standing gidigban with you. The zoo are crying. They must free us, Biafra. Failing to do that, the zoo will turn to desert. Ononseru aka. Ị na-arụ ọrụ ndị mbụ na ndị egede ziri gị enwe onye ga-akwụsị gị maka ihe ị na-eme dị n'ọfọ ọ dị n'ọfọ mba ụwa
Please,
ma dị
go straight
n'ọfọ
to the point. Go straight to the point. Bring your question, please. Okay, we don't have so much time, please.
yeah, I just want to greet my Prime Minister the way the spirit lead it. That is it. I yield my mic.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, we have our forums where we can meet the Prime Minister. Just have it in mind that we are here for a very important discourse, a very important subject. Come up with your question. 1 minute, and please, let's do this. Thank you very much. Chuku Uku, please bring up your question, please. Unmute yourself. Chi Uku.
Yeah. Is that me? I don't know.
Yes, that's you.
Okay.
That's you.
Okay.
Chi Uku. No, not you. Not you, Chukuma. Not you, Chukwubeze. Please unmute
Okay,
yourself. Chi Uku. Please go ahead, please.
yeah, okay, Mazi Raphael. Am I being heard?
Live and direct, please. 1 minute, please.
Okay, yeah. Good evening, Mazi Simon Ekpa, my dear Prime Minister. I greet you. Okay, we think it up Abuja. That's the name I've been calling. That's the name I've been calling you. So, quick one. First of all, Musa is in love with this name called Simon because every press conference they invited him for, he must mention Simon this, Simon that. So I think he's in love with that name, Simon. That's number one. Then second one is about this. Bill Gates GMO food program that Nigerian government have accepted and put into law for them to be distributing everywhere.
Yeah, please,
So
let me interject, please. I don't want anybody to talk about Big Gate here. Okay, so
okay,
let's just focus on our struggle, please. Thank you.
But I actually
okay,
said
Mazi.
before that we should focus on the topic. Please, if you go outside of the topic, I'm going to mute your mic immediately. Please, go ahead.
Okay, Maz. That's what I actually wanted to ask, but
Thank you.
I greet my Prime Minister. Kudos to everything you are doing. We're behind you.
Thank you.
God be
Thank
with
you.
you.
Thank you. Please,
Yeah.
let every other person take correction from this, please. I beg of you. There's a news station I just brought in here. African Newsletters News. African Newsletters News. Please, can you unmute yourself and bring your question to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile? Please go ahead. African Newsletters. Are you there? Well, also. Okay, there's a very popular name I see on the Facebook. I think is this same Anambra son that is always okay. This is a different Anambra son. Anyway, there's one particular Anambra son I see on Twitter. This is not you. But just like I have called you, unmute yourself and bring your question. Anambra son. This Anambra son is also not ready. David, sorry, okay, Chuku Beze, please grab your mic, please.
Thank you, my honorable Mister. Greetings, my honorable Prime Minister. Thank you for the work you're doing. You are indeed a blessing to us. And I can remember this is the 5th year, the year of finishing the zoo. As you said it, every word you said, just like our leader, has always been like that. So thank you for that. I just want to say to the zoo, I just want them to understand that right from 2014, everything that has to do with that zoo has now become null and void because the document that holds that zoo, it's over. So right from them, every president, every governor, every so-called illegal senators and representative has all been illegal. They have been forcing us since 2014 to continue to hold that contraption. And also, I want to put it to them that whatever you are doing to our supreme leader, it is called fraud because the foundation which you people brought him there is illegal, and therefore you cannot try legality on top of illegal acts. So the zoo should get that straight. And now my question to my Prime Minister is, my honorable Prime Minister, why do you think that after everything that has been done to our leader, after all the kangaroo court and everything, the same Supreme Judge that has been illegal right from 2014 because that document expired is now directing them to negotiate with our leader? Why do you think that? Thank you.
I don't think this question is actually necessary. So, I don't know what exactly. I didn't get the question.
No, what I'm saying is it that the zoo is ashamed to accept defeat because they see that they cannot bring anything against our leader. That is why their own supreme judge that is supposed to be trying out case is not directing them to go and negotiate with our leader. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, now I understand. But actually, that is to show you that the judiciary is dead, right? The judiciary is dead. There is nothing like rule of law in Nigeria. And that's why when I listened to the Abaribe or so ranting on the floor that this is a country of rule of law. A rule of law where the court will release somebody and the DSS will refuse to release the person, and or rule of law where the court is now referring somebody to a president. Instead of the president, through the Attorney General, invoking a section of the Nigerian Constitution, according to them, if it exists, to drop the charges, discontinue the charges for national interest. Now it is the court that is referring the case to the presidency. What does that tell you? It tells you there is no judiciary in Nigeria. It tells you there is no legal system in Nigeria. It tells you that everything about law and court is dead. That is what it tells you. Because it should be the other way around, where the president should direct the Attorney General to invoke that particular section and discontinue the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for national interest. But now it is the court that is referring them to the presidency because the judges are afraid of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. And such system should not be supported by anyone. That is the system that we are fighting against. A country where there is no rule of law, a country where judiciary is under the palm of the government, we must always come against them.
Yeah, please don't be offended. This guy, Jagu, I'm removing your post on the double trade. If you have a question you ask, I didn't want to block you because you are trying to constitute users here. But I want you to come and ask a question. You, this Afonja idiot.
No, remove the idiot. He's not a man. He's not a man to ask questions. He shouldn't be here talking when men are talking. This is our idiot. This is our often man who are from jazz. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. I was removing his post on the jumbo trade. I saw the nonsense he wrote. He's a CNN journalist, whatever. I want him to ask a question, but he doesn't have the balls to ask questions.
He's not a journalist. If he's a journalist, he should go to Biafra land and report. So I will take him serious.
Thank you, PM. Thank you, sir. Please, this hand that is up, PEU Please bring your question very quickly, please.
Good evening.
You have 1 minute, please.
Okay, I don't have much question about this. Yeah, the broadcast headline is "We are not violent. We are at war. We are at war with Nigeria." Get this point. Yeah, I understand that. Samuel Ekpa is trying to fight for Biafra for every one of us, and
Please, just to correct you, not trying to
okay.
fight. We
Sorry,
are
you are
fighting
fighting
already.
for
Thank you.
Biafra for every one of us, and we hopefully one day will get it, and we are on the way already. And since you said it's December, but the only issue I have right now, in as much I want it to, the only issue I have right now is the economy of the Southeast. The economy of the Southeast, like definitely the president of this zoo country is already killing the economic of the whole country. Then if we are still like doing more of this, like the sit at home, like I know the money sit at home is normal, like the random sit at home is how it kills like the economy. I know how many times I have to like help a lot of my fellow people in the Southeast because of the economy. I just want the Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa to please like give more light on how is like you need to save this economy, because there's how some things need to be reduced down to help the economy of the Southeast, because the economy of the Southeast is going down, and people are just crying about on insecurity and the rest. So
Thank
I
you.
want
Your
to know.
question is noted. Let's give
Thank
you
you, thank
answer
you,
for
thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What is the responsible for the economy of the Southwest going down?
Okay, what I feel is this in the economy of the Southwest. You know, some people are not, so because of fear. Because of fear that, oh, this kind of thing will happen to my business if I don't do this and this will happen to my business. People close their businesses, and when you close their businesses, they will not be able to make source of
my brother. You
income.
didn't get the question. They're asking you why is the economy of the Southwest?
Yes,
Why is the economy of the Southwest going down? Not Southeast, Southwest. You asked about the
I
Southeast. The
I
PM
said
is asking you
Southeast.
why is the economy of the Southwest going down? Open your ears, then bring the answer quick.
Okay, why is the economic of the
Southwest going down?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
answer.
Okay, that is the question. Definitely, in this kind of case, you can never compare the Southwest and the Southeast together. We are more
Please take
better.
this man down. The question was, why is the economy of Southwest going down? And you are saying you cannot compare. They said, what is the cause of the economy of Southwest going down? And you are saying you cannot compare. Answer a straightforward question.
That is what I'm trying to answer. That is what I'm trying to answer. The economy of
Okay,
the
so
Southeast is
can you
not like
answer it,
this
please?
before. That's what I'm trying to say.
We are asking
I'm
you of the
asking you the
Southwest.
Southwest, not Southeast.
Southwest, not Southeast.
What is responsible for the economy of the Southwest to go down? Can you
Okay,
unmute
yeah.
yourself?
Yeah, I can
And
hear you.
again, let me ask you again, what is responsible for the economy of the Middle Belt and the other part of northern Nigeria to go down, that they are in hunger? What's responsible for
Okay,
it?
the Middle Belt and the Southwest, they are going down definitely. They are going down
So what
definitely,
is
but
responsible for it?
what Southeast is now going down with.
We are talking of
Why are you?
Southwest. Southwest. Answer Southwest question first. And you're running
Question.
to Southeast. Is it only Southeast that is your problem?
No, it's somebody that's making the
No,
economy
it's
in
not.
Why can't you answer
Southwest
the
to go down.
question of why the
No.
North
You
is
don't say
dying
you don't.
and the Middle
You
Belt is
said is
dying
it just
and the
Southeast
West
that
is
is my
dying?
Southeast
It's
that is my
everything about
problem?
the East.
Definitely, I'm
All
from
of you are
Southeast and I
against the
want the
East.
betterment of my people.
Okay, why is why is Southeast your problem? Are you
No,
not a
I mean
Nigerian?
I'm from Southeast. I was a Biafran first
So
before they
are you
made me
not
a
a,
Nigerian.
so if you are from South, if you are from Southeast, are you
I
a
was a
Nigerian or not a
Biafran
Nigerian?
first before they made me a Nigerian. I was Biafran first.
So now are you a Nigerian or not?
So now am I in Nigeria or not?
Yes, I'm asking, are you not a Nigerian? Are you a Nigerian now or a Biafran?
Bodily, I'm a Biafra, but my passport is speaking Nigerian, so there's nothing I can do.
So can you answer my question? Are you a Nigerian or not?
This question is
You cannot answer because first of all, you have a fake
Prime
image
Minister,
on
please
your profile.
allow us
So
to handle this
anybody that
one
I see,
now. This one is too
okay,
small for
go
you.
ahead, please. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. If you have Nigerian passport, and then PM is asking you, are you a Nigerian or not, as it stands now? Just answer now.
with my Nigerian passport. That identify me as a Nigerian.
So for your life, now passport, now in decide your identity.
Because I normally travel, and that is what I have to identify as. I can't identify as a Biafran in as much
No,
as
what you carry as passport is what makes you to know where you come from.
Sorry?
Can't I acquire a passport of Cameroon? Can't I acquire a passport of Italy? Can't I acquire a passport of Spain? Can't I acquire a passport of Senegal or Gambia or Mali?
Okay,
does that make me a Gambian?
No,
by birth?
That is a good
Okay, Sonny. So now, if you are a Nigerian, why are you not worried about other part of Nigeria? Because I have been asking you about Southwest. You talk about Southeast. I asked you about the Middle Belt and Northern Nigeria. You focus on Southeast. So if you are a Nigerian, why are you not worried about other Nigeria? What makes you keep your interest and more interested
Thank you
in
for the
Southeast?
question. Thank you for the question. I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Biafran first before in Nigeria. I'm a Igbo man. In short, I'm a Igbo man first because Igbo was the first thing before the creation of Biafra.
So okay. Let me ask you: Do you believe in Nigeria?
The country is not working. I don't even want this Nigeria again because
I'm not asking you whether it is working or not. I asked you: Do you believe in Nigeria?
I don't believe in Nigeria.
You don't believe in
I
one
don't believe
Nigeria?
in Nigeria. We have been discriminated a lot.
You have been discriminated a lot. So, and do you know what freedom?
I know what freedom fight is all about.
And you know that freedom fighting.
I know it's not free of charge. I know it costs a lot.
What do you think what is the most important thing that freedom can cost for you?
What is the most important thing the freedom can cost for me?
Yes, can take away from you.
Like me, for instance, now, like me, I have investment in the Southeast. Yeah, I think my life is I love my life more than my investment. I think my investment is okay for you to go.
How much investment do you have?
How much investment do you have in Southeast? I think that is the personal question.
Yes. No, it is not a personal question. Don't you know how much?
Yeah, I have millions of investment in Southeast because I want the betterment of my people.
How much estimation do you have for investment in Southeast?
Hundreds of millions.
Estimated how much? Say 100 million or 200 million.
Let's say 160. Yeah,
160 million. And it is because of that now you are more concerned about the freedom that we are fighting, right? It's affecting your 160 million.
It's not me. It's not me. Do you know why I say it's not me? Number one, I'm a humanitarian person. I do with humanity first more than like religion. I'm a humanitarian person, and I feel a lot for people. I feel a lot for people.
Okay, now this your 150, this your 160 million. Did you make it from government project?
No, not government project.
I
didn't make anything from government project. I struggled with myself. I'm a pharmacist.
All right. So how then do you think that pharmacist? Okay. How then do you think that our activities of Biafra liberation is affecting your business? How?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. I want to be like very, very honest and very, very respectful.
Just answer the question.
How is it affecting this thing? Definitely. Personally, for me, if I don't open my business for a year, it won't affect me. You understand me? It won't affect me. You understand? I have people.
If you don't open your business, for a year, it will not affect you.
I have people. Okay. Good. Thank you. Right. Not everybody. Not all fingers are equal. I have people that are like friends of mine. I have people that are around me. I have people, families here, not related by blood, but I look after them. And the Monday sit at home is being respected, but the random sit at.
So how does our agitation affect your business?
Okay,
That is
how
my
does it
question.
affect your business?
Why is it so difficult for you to, when you tell me thank you, I was expecting you to answer the question, you are still talking something that is out of point. So how does our agitation affect
how
your
does
business?
the agitation affect your business? By the stop opening of the business and the quick closing of the business because of insecurity. How?
What is quick and
Okay.
closing? What do you mean by
insecurity?
Explain.
Like so.
What is insecurity? What is
insecurity means like some unknown people with guns patrolling, shooting
So is it our
periodically.
agitation that is it our agitation? Is it our agitation that creates insecurity?
Let's be plain with our both of us. Everybody knows.
Can you just answer my question?
Yes.
Answer my question.
The
Okay, so what is creating insecurity? What is creating insecurity in the north and the southwest and middle belt? What is creating the insecurity in other parts of Nigeria?
Okay, Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa.
Can you don't call me Prime Minister? Just answer my question.
No.
What is creating the insecurity in the other part of Nigeria?
Before all this thing, Northwest, and the North has been insecure before.
You know the reason I'm entertaining you. You know the reason I'm just allowing you to talk so that people can actually listen to the average Nigerian, average person who claim to be Biafran supporting Nigeria, how they reason and how they think. That's why I'm allowing you, and I will allow you to enjoy yourself here. So, what is responsible for insecurity in other part of Nigeria?
What is responsible for this security? Definitely banditry and the unknown gunmen.
So what is responsible for the banditry and the non-government in the other part of Nigeria?
I'm not from the northern part of Nigeria. I don't care.
But you are a Nigerian. Now. Is it not part of you?
Is it not part of me? I don't. I say I don't care about the other northern part of Nigeria.
That is the is the problem. How can you be a proud Nigerian?
I never told you I was a proud Nigerian.
And then those who decided that they don't care about others and fight for your freedom, they are the problem you have. How does that correlate?
Sorry, my network is kind of broken.
How do you now claim to be a Nigerian? You don't care about others, and then those who are fighting.
I never told you I was okay. I was together with the other part of the country. I was just focusing on my southeast.
You don't need to be together, but I said if you agree that you are a Nigerian and a very
I never said I was a proud
Nigerian, you should be concerned about others.
I never said I was a proud.
But you are a Nigerian. But you believe in Nigeria.
I never said I believe in Nigeria. I didn't say I believe in Nigeria. I just said
I
am a Nigerian by passport, but I was an Igbo man first. That's what I said. I said I was Igbo man first. I'm a Nigerian by passport. That is what I said, and he corrected me that. He corrected me that he can buy a passport anywhere.
We see that this brother is not ready to answer your questions away. But let me give him a very simple question because your own is kind of.
This guy is a sponsored person that came on this platform. Stop you guys, please.
Pew. If you say you are a humanitarian
please, I'm not sponsored.
person,
I'm not sponsored. I just got beg you.
Cool down. If you said you are a humanitarian person and you are a philanthropist, and then yet you told my PM that you don't care about other people in Nigeria, you only care about what happens within your own region. Do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not just get kidnapped because he speaks Biafra, but because he speaks for the freedom of all Africans? Unmute yourself and speak. Oh, we are giving you time because we love your courage.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. He said, Nnamdi Kanu, what you talk again?
You said you don't care about any other person in the other part of Nigeria,
yes.
Only the people within where you are.
Yes.
But yet you said you are a humanitarian person. Is that how a philanthropist is supposed to be? Is that why a humanitarian activist is supposed to be? You don't gather the interests of everybody in Nigeria. You only care about yourself. If Now let me take your mind back to 1966 January 15 coup. The coup was necessitated because of the emergence of the Islamic Jihad that was to kill everybody, not the Igbos, not the Yorubas, not the Hausas specifically, but to kill everybody. But the major generals that took over the coup and then initiated it consider the interest of everyone in Nigeria. But you are here talking about only yourself and the people within your area. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped because he spoke for the interest of even the people in the north and everyone in Nigeria. So where do you put yourself when you say you are a Biafran and you are a Nigerian by passport? What kind of philanthropist are you? What kind of a humanitarian person are you?
What kind of philanthropist am I? What kind of humanitarian person I am? I'm a philanthropist. I'm a humanitarian person with people around me. With people around me. Definitely.
Only the people
Definitely
around you. That means you are a selfish type.
no, not
Only the people
selfish.
around you.
Not selfish. Not selfish. Not selfish.
Okay, another
Everybody
question.
to their own region. Everybody to
We have gotten the answer. We have gotten the answer. Another question. Now that a cup of rice is 500 naira, and then your humanitarian service is to reach out to everyone in your environment,
yes.
is it affected or is it caused by Biafra or it is caused by Nigeria that a cup of rice and gari is 500 naira? How do you cope with this with your philanthropic gesture?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. This question you just asked me just fall back to what I said earlier. The cup of
All right, Sonny. Let's bring
okay.
somebody else, please.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, sir. And Pew, I'm sure you have entertained yourself enough and to see and know that you are not making any sense at all whatsoever. Thank you. Mazi Success, you're welcome. Please, can you unmute yourself and say one or two as you're coming? Mazi Success.
All right, thank you, Master Raphael. And, good evening, my able Prime Minister, Agone Chamber, the fearless one, our Minister of Information, Sonia Kwara. Good evening from here, and fellow Biafrans, good evening wherever you are, spacing from. PM has already nailed the coffin. We are not violent. Number one, if you want to know the meaning of violence, you have to go and check the English definition of violence. Violent in essence that everything around you turns to be enemies. No. In all the areas where we have bases, BLA, BLA and BNF, the Biafran and Naval Force, and every other forces we have around, the indigenes don't complain. And they are not being maltreated. They are protected. In fact, when this evil wind came, our people will make sure they take all the bullets to ensure that they shield the civilians from the evil wind. That is example of we are non-violent and we can never be violent. We love our people, and this war is very systematic, just to the enemies alone and to them alone. But one thing you will not forget is that we are at war, and the war is not about a friendly handshake. It's all about seeking the enemies, if possibly, any way, shortcut their life. And it is happening. And PM is very, very proud to showcase to the world, since Punch and other gutter medias refuse to report it. Why? It is in their doorstep. There is no newspaper publication that don't have representatives in Owerri, in Anambra, in Cross River State, where it's boiling, Bakassi Peninsula is boiling. But you can never see them report it. And that is why he took it upon himself to post it, and the able Biafran medias carry it all over, and they said he is violent. They should get the point. He is not violent. And Biafran Republic government in exile is never violent. BLA is never violent. These are peace-loving people. Let's live. The other is evacuate your personnel from our land. Then the insecurity they created by themselves will stop. But no, they cannot, because they are as well a beneficiary of the insecurity they have created. Because a whole bus can be kidnapped just a kilometer away from the checkpoint or a few meters away from the checkpoint, and they are not offended. They're making everything look like Southeast is overboiled with insecurity and whatsoever. It is not true. They are the one creating the insecurity. And the courage and demonstration of Onyendu today in court speaks volume. I pray God keep him. God will bless him. Because they wanted him to make a mistake. But the God who sent him will never allow him to make such mistakes. And he will never make that mistake. So they are disappointed once again. It's a victory unto us once again. So Prime Minister, tighten your belt. And as the order was given then, fire all cylinder. We are behind you. No going back. And to all Biafran medias, please and please make sure you board with the pages of our Prime Minister. Of course, he has only one page on X. Board with his page and get the correct information from there. Leave these corrupt medias. Even the one Onyendu did not even say today, Vanguard and the rest are now writing it, that Onyendu said he want to negotiate with the federal government. Of course, the video is not even a written listen. It's not even an oral thing. It is video. It is virtual. You see him speaking, and they refuse to write to write down what he spoke. Rather, they now twisted it that he is seeking to negotiate with federal government. You see, this act of provocation is what makes BLA to be very, very angry with this enclave. And when they do small operation, they will begin to complain. Only one small operation will begin to complain. PM, we love you. Keep the fire burning until December 2nd. They will see something.
Thank you, Success.
Thank you very much, Success.
Thank you, Success. All right, please, what are the news houses here? What are the news houses here? Come up here and ask very salient and very engaging questions. Not this one that came to distract us here with nothing on his head. You know, cannot even make any point. Nothing, no point. All right, I want to try this. Yeah. Who else? Let's take 2 minutes for those that are their hands are up. Who is saying hello? Who is distracting me? African politics. You have a very important question. I bring that question. You are the one that is talking, but you have not been given the mic.
Yes.
That
Okay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Yes. I appreciate you guys. I love what you guys are doing. Very well done. Now, I have 2 questions, or what I call it observations. One, what you guys are doing is very good. But I know that's what they call factors of economic determinism in everything that that controls the global society that all of us are part of. Even as we agitate for Biafra to come. Now, one, Prime Minister, I hope there is a strategic plan. I don't expect you to air it here anyway. It should be a strategic plan, economic-wise. In case if Biafra comes, because part of what is disengaging people, the support you're getting today from the Biafra, even though some of them for some obvious reason might not be able to speak out, openly, because some of us are doing now, but inside of their heart and the spirit and mind, they are supporting you. The reason, the core, the cardinal reason behind it is the economic woes that is being befalling the zoo as we speak today. And so that on its own naturally compels people to incline to what is happening now. Now, if you haven't said that, in view of that, thinking of future now strategy-wise, while the war that we talked about is ongoing, with plans, I hope there's a strategic plan. I know about you. I've read about the coin that's on. That is a good start. I hope there's a good strategic plan that is hinged on economy of support for Biafrans in case of eventuality as a fallout of what is happening now. Yes, because in everything you do, like for project management, for instance, you think about the positive and the negative. You think about the unforeseen, the projected plan or end, and the unforeseen end as well. So in view of that, I hope there's a plan. Like I said before, I don't expect you to air it here. It should be a strategy. You know, that is one. Then the Biafra coin that you guys that I read about. I know you guys, yes, even though you're out there in Finland and in other countries where some of you are, you know, domiciled now. But we were first. Some of you first lived here before you moved, and you understand the social psychology of an average person here. People don't read. I hope there's an awareness, enough awareness, you know, about this activity, because it's a very good economic plan. That particular Biafra coin. I don't know about if there's any other, you know, thing in the pipeline that is to be tied directly or indirectly to that. And then in line with that same philosophy of economics, you know, factors of economic determinism now. So in view of that, I hope there's a
Thank
plan.
you, thank you,
Plan.
thank you very much, thank you very much.
All right.
If you have been following very well, you will not only read about the Biafra coin. We have a very sound economic viability team of the Biafra Republic government in exile. We have people expert, both from Biafrans and from part of Nordic country. We have people who are doing wonders, you know, making sure we develop, design the economic plan for Biafra. So it is very, very viable so far, looking very, very good. So those things are taken care of. Thank you.
Thank you, PM.
The last question,
I thought you already
the
asked
last
your two
question, please, sir.
questions, Oga.
Yes, sorry, sir. Please, sir. In my
You
observation,
have
please.
only 60 seconds. There are lots of hands up. Just make
Yes,
it
yes,
quick.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I accept. Now, diplomatic wise, you know, sometimes you are doing a good thing, but if you are not well structured, you'll be given a
I
bad
don't
name,
know why.
and your thing.
I don't know why you are talking. I don't know why you are talking about issues that are out there on the social media. You talked about economic viability team or economic
Okay.
viability of Biafra, which
Okay.
is also in the social media. The team have been shouting about it. Now you are talking about diplomacy. When you also heard me talking about the different fighting Biafra with multi-dimensional approach, using a multi-dimensional approach, the diplomatic
Okay.
approach, political approach, and the armed struggle. Yet you are here. You know, I don't know whether you just want to talk or something. I just went to your profile and I find out that you are sharing what we are doing. So that's why I'm going to address you very properly now. So
Okay.
yes, we are using a diplomatic approach where we have almost all the countries today, the Biafra liaison offices. We have also now activated the Biafra lobbying committee because we have gone into agreement with lobby firm in Washington, D.C., so that they will start a negotiation or, you know, on behalf of the Biafra government in exile, while we continue to defend ourselves using the arms available to us, and at the same time using the political approach, which is the self-referendum we are fighting. And so I do not understand why some of you will just come and ask questions as if these things you are asking are not there in the social media. And that's why we are making everything public. We're not hiding it. We are not underground workers. Everything I do is on the public, both in our arms, both in the defense, and how everything is in the public. We're not hiding anything. So the issue of the diplomacy is being taken care of. And like I said, in the matter of weeks' time, we will have the first conference on that, you know, press conference on that, on the Biafra government in exile lobby firm. They will come and debrief Biafrans in conjunction with me, myself, and of course the cabinet of the Biafra Republic government. So we're taking care of those things, but everything is step by step. You cannot just come and start talking about lobbies when there is nothing going on. So we need to have something going on first, have all the structures in place. That's why we have liaison offices all over the world. Active, not structure, physical office, not online office. Physical office all over the world. We have Biafra liaison offices. And that is part of the diplomatic move. So, and from those offices, we are communicating to different individual countries, putting them on notice about the Biafra, the emergence and the restoration of new nation, emerging nation called Biafra. So as soon as Biafra is declared and we begin the defense of the Biafra land, those liaison offices become the Biafra embassies. So that there is no any other diplomacy that is going to be more than that. Apart from the lobbying, agreement we have gone into, which will focus on the Washington D.C., European Union, and other human rights organizations across the globe. So we're taking care of that. Thank you. Somebody else,
Thank
please.
you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, I'm happy to see this one here. Chima.
Ajare, please, before you go on to the next person, this African political, you said that people in Nigeria don't read and they are not following up what happens. The highest country where you have the highest rated professors and PhDs and master's degree holders, it is in Nigeria. So they read more than every other, they even read more than the Americans and the Europeans and the British. But the point is that they don't reason. Just like you come here now and you are telling us about people that don't read. Now, we have had a press briefing with the attorney that submitted the letter to the African Union. So, is that not something that was done diplomatically when you talk about diplomacy? So, what they have done to people far back there in Nigeria is that you read, but you cannot reason. But there are people that read more than even the people that brought English to you. Thank
But
you
this
so
one,
much.
they leave this. Let me look. We ask these people where they always call PM, Samonekpa. Then some of them they come here. Please, some of us that their hands are up. If I didn't call you, it's not anything. There are some people when I identify them, I just want them to bring down their annoyance that they have against the PM. Let them bring it up here and ask him questions. As you see, I'm seeing one person here now that I'm very interested. I want to hear him. Chima with the US flag. Chima, please unmute yourself. Bring that question when they, chook you for belly. That's you want the PM to answer you. Oh yeah, you have the time now. Grab it.
Yeah, PM, good afternoon from here. I agree to good afternoon. And secondly, Raphael, point of correction. You don't love PM more than me.
Okay,
Just
go
let me
ahead.
make
So
let
sorry,
me let
I've
me make
seen
that
the
let me make
clip.
that
I've
no,
seen
no, hold
some
on.
of
Let
your
me make that
write-up,
very clear.
but maybe
Let
I
me make that very, very
misconstrued
clear.
you. Just go ahead and ask your question. No, will
Yo,
go ahead
I
and
want
ask
to
that
make that
question.
clear because bro, no, I want to make that clear. You guys probably think because you're a member of the cabinet, you love PM more than every other person. Maybe you gone through my account and you did not see me post anything about PM. I have other accounts that you should know. So that is, I want to clear that on that. But PM, I love you so much. Number one,
Okay,
I
I see all
love
the
you so much.
Nigeria things you post anyway. I see all your June 12 and everything. Go
I
ahead, no
have other,
problem.
like I said, I have other accounts, bro.
See your
So
support
So
for
why are
Peter
you
secondly,
Obi.
PM,
impersonating? Why are you impersonating? Why can't you be real
See
as
your
PM?
support for Peter Obi and the rest of
PM
them.
is using one account and he is posting Biafra real. You are posting one Nigeria on one end with one account,
bro,
and then
I
you use
never
another
posted anything.
impersonation
I'm a
to
political
post.
analyst. Number one.
No,
Number two,
look at your post. There is nothing
Sonny, hold on,
about
I'm coming.
Biafra.
Sonny, hold on, I'm
Sorry,
coming.
allow him to just
I
ask the
want
question. Don't worry, allow him.
PM.
Please, Chima, go ahead with your question,
No,
and
no, PM.
no
Sonny, the
issue.
last time I called,
There's no need to argue. Please go ahead, just like I instructed. Go ahead with your
for
question
the
and comment,
respect I have
please.
for you,
Just forget whatever.
for
Thank
the
you.
respect and love I have for you, I will continue. So first, PM, I'm part of the PM students. I'll probably say I'm 1 to 5 students here that follow PM, that know everything. He knows me, he knows when I speak, he knows. I follow him, I study him, I know everything I can interpret everything he has said from day one to now. So PM, I want to give you kudos. I want to thank you. You just I'm not asking the question, just a little, because I won't ask question because I know you. I follow you bomber to bomber. So I basically will not ask questions. I just want to put in a little opinion, PM, please. I want to thank you for what you've been doing. Like we also in the court case today, Mazina, if you look at my profile, I posted it. Mazina Nkanu is bold, he's relaxed, he's confident because he knows he's been informed that somebody out there is doing something and he's relaxed. He has the leverage over Nigeria. They cannot waste him the way they wasted King Saruwiwa and Abiola. They can't. They're scared of you. And they know he's the only one you can listen to. You've said this several times. You're not going to listen to him there. He's outside in Finland. That's the only place you can listen to him. So to let you know that I am a student of PM. Thank you. That's number one. And PM, number two, I still want to appreciate you because why? They know the level of pain they brought to Nigeria. Like they said, we are not violent. Musa himself, he has testified to this, that we are not violent. What did he say? He said the people you came to protect, when you turn around, they'll from back and shoot you. What does that mean? It means even the people are against the Nigerian terrorists. They are not in support of them. So we are not violent. If we are violent, everybody in Southeast would have been deserted. Every village would have been deserted. We are not violent. We are peaceful people. We are loving people. But our message is only to the military, the terrorist military. Move you up. I grew up in Lagos. When I come back to Nigeria, I fly from Lagos. You will never see checkpoints. Those things are to show that we are conquered people. It is a mental thing. We are conquered people. Like PM, you've always said, get all those terrorists out of our roads. We are not criminals. Even in the north, where my brother they live in the north is peaceful. They don't have this amount of checkpoint in the north. So we are not aggressive. We are only aggressive to the terrorists. We are not violent, because if we are violent, based on what Musa said, he said asymmetric war. What is an asymmetric war? He said even the people stockpile the weapon for them. That means even the people you're fighting against the people. It's simple. So how can we be violent if those people are still helping us, protect us, give us information and everything? So we're not violent. So PM, I want to congratulate you. I want to thank you. And to my to Raphael, I beg, enter come this space, I beg. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chima. Next person, please.
Thank you, Chima. Thank you. On which I want to reach, no problem. Ifeko, please grab the mic. You have 60 seconds.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the first time I'm speaking in this platform. I thank you, Mazi, Simon Ekpa, and those that are listening to me. What I want to say is I am not actually a registered member of IPOB or Biafra government in exile, but I follow Simon Ekpa very well, and I love anyone who is fighting for our people, and I love the truth. I love doing the right thing, and but I have entered different platforms where they are talking about Simon Ekpa. Yeah, but in this place they are talking about him. I used to defend him, and sometimes they ask me, "Am I his follower?" I said to him, "What I see him doing, there's nothing that you can tell me, because right now everybody is talking about Nnamdi Kanu. But when Nnamdi Kanu was there, everybody was against him. So if Simon Ekpa is not doing the right thing, I believe that Nnamdi Kanu would have said it. And what I'm trying to say now is about some few things that some people said about how insultive people that follows him is, or they used to be. You know, sometimes I used to calm them down and I told them the struggle is not easy. But I am just trying to say, we now, by the grace of God, I think uh, the prime minister has already gathered much, and many people that are following him secretly, even like myself now. This is the first time I'm talking about, on this platform. It took me more than courage to talk, but I want to say this. When I see some things happening outside, I come to defend. But what I'm trying to say, this level of insults that people are complaining, I am just saying, is it any way that even though that Nigerian government, they don't need calmness, because it's actually a terrorist government, but we that are the Igbos, some of us may be novice. So if they ask questions that they don't understand, please feel free, calm down. I really love the way Simon Ekpa handled this man Pew. I was even laughing at the point. In fact, actually looking for that harshness here. I'm actually here to see myself the insult and the kind of not being tolerant. I have not seen it yet. So I just want to give kudos. But this issue of the post, like what happened in Abia State, I came to the platform, they were talking about it, and they were all Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. I asked the person, did Simon Ekpa said he was the one that sent these people? He said, yes, that's what he said. Where did he say it? They said they didn't say anything. And I told them, as an Igbo man, think very well. If there is any place that they will kill soldiers, is it in Abia State? I am seeing the hand of Nigeria government there, just to destroy that economic hub of Igbo land. That it is not. No Igbo man will try to do that in Abia State. That, okay, it is not long and a lot of things are going on now. So, is there any way that at least those that are following, so that they will not be confused? Because sometimes they say that Simon Ekpa make claim of things that he didn't do, stuff like that. And also, that was the one that actually got me mad. I even called one of my brother. He may be on this platform. I said, what is this? It happened in Nnewi. That was my area. And I made call. But I saw the video or the picture that was sent by Prime Minister and said that the terrorist has gone down. But when I made the call, I had different story. They said that it was actually the vigilante that was killed by unknown gunmen. Do you understand? So it took one of you guys time to actually tell me, you know, that was, in fact, I actually sent message to PM. I was very angry. That's the first time I sent message. I'm not a psychophant. I'm a man of myself. I respect people that do whatever that is right. And I don't have permanent enemy and I don't have permanent friend. As long as we are doing what is right and justice, I will support that. I just want to use my mic, please. This is what I just feel I should say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody that is against the arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory, I support it. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you very much, sir. You know, thank you very much, Ifeko. And it is clear now you can see that what they do is just propaganda, lie up and down. The other guy that came here, you saw him, and the PM took all his time to ask him. You can see that there's no way they can defend any of the accusation. PM is destroying the economy of Southeast, and there's nothing they can say about what's happening in the other parts of Nigeria. Thank you very much for that clarity. Thank you. All right, we move. Worry sister, please.
Yeah,
Let's
can
be
I
very quick.
speak?
Thank you very much.
Let's be very quick. Just 60 seconds, please. Let's leave our
Yes,
colleagues out of it.
no,
Ask a
I'm not.
question. All right.
I
And
just
go
want
straight to
to
the point, please.
say
All right.
thank you very much, my PM. I'm not going to do any screaming here. We have other places to do it. Because we know we have so many journalists from other parts that is watching. One of them just spoke. I just want to add to what you said. You know, the one of the terrorist guy, the terrorist guy, the one that they released from prison after kidnapping girls, kill soldiers, kill policemen. And in their news, they released another 6,000 terrorist guys again with that man. And they celebrated that guy when they released him after killing and kidnapping children, school children, girls to be precise. They kidnapped them and they killed some of them, and with police. And the military man did not do anything, but the army, the Nigerian government released those people, 6,000 of them, and they employed them into the military. I'm just saying, are you not sure that those are the people, those 6,000 plus the head that they released not quite long, that came to our Biafra land, that, you know, that are terrorizing us, that our DLA is dealing with? I'm just asking, maybe that is them or not, because there are some journalists here, so that they should know that this Nigeria army is full of terrorists and not proper army men. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, do you want to respond to that, or we could go ahead? I didn't quite understand that.
We can move ahead,
All right,
please.
thank you very much. Yeah, worry sister, thank you. Please, like I said, 60 seconds is enough for you to ask a very salient and a very engaging question. Uh, don't unmute. If you unmute your mic, I'm going to remove you. Who is unmuting your mic here? Frederick, I just have to remove you. Please don't unmute your mic, please. Please bring. Manson, you want to say something? Please go ahead, Manson.
Yes, Mwachineke, just to clarify something. Ifeko that was speaking before said if Mazin Nnamdi Kanu condemns Mazin Simon Ekpa from the interviews that they are asking him in court, that they will not, Biafrans will not listen to him again. You know, this is some of the things that makes us go angry with some of you. You come pick the mic and then you say you're a Biafran. Oh, you support Simon Ekpa, you support the Biafran government in Israel. And then you want to hear when the zoo government media is asking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, do you support Simon Ekpa? So that he will now say, I support or I don't support him or I condemn him. Then you come back to say, if he has condemned him, Biafrans will not listen to him, Biafrans will not follow him. There's something people need to understand. Whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says as he is in court does not determine whatever the government of Biafra does. And you don't need to wait and to use what he says to determine what will happen next. Because he is inside there and we are the ones fighting to see him released. So whatever he says or whichever they twist the question so that it will suit your narrative, so that you come back here to tell us, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this against you, Mazi Nnamdi said that, it doesn't change anything or any template from the Biafran government in Eza. This is one thing you need to get into your head. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my minister. Thank you so much. Please, going forward 60 seconds, and I will stop you if you are talking too long. Claire, please go ahead, 60 seconds, please.
Thank you very much, Raphael. And good evening to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. I just wanted to add to what everybody is saying here. It's the comments made by Kamala Harris, the Vice President of America, on the Ukraine summit. Kamala Harris said peoples have the right to choose their own government, nations, and have the right to choose their own alliances. Their inalienable right. Government must protect the rule of law, must be cherished. Sovereignty and territorial integrity must be respected, and national border should not be changed by force. And in respect of what Kamala has said, what we are doing, it's not violence. That's just what I want to add to it. If we have to protect our borders and for our borders not to be taken by force by the military, the Nigerian military, the Zoo military have, according to what I heard on social media and in the news, in fact, it's in the news, they have over 800 army checkpoints just around the not the eastern region, just the 5 states of the Igbo land. They said they have over 800 army checkpoints. So if that is not conquering an area or a set of people, what is that? And that is actually absolutely declaring war against us. So Biafrans are not violent. Our Prime Minister is not violent. We are just protecting our borders. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for that particular submission. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has forcefully changed the border against every, legal framework, international, community, and the international law. Nigeria have changed borders, changed our map without the consent of Biafra people. First, they created 6 geopolitical zone without the consent of the people. That is destruction of map. And that is exactly what Kamala Harris mean. They went further to create state, dividing us to fight each other. And a lot of people embraced it gullibly without understanding the motive behind it. That is exactly what Kamala Harris is talking about. Now they want to now impose what they call the regional government under that false map, under that false border. That is what Kamala Harris is talking about. And we are saying that enough is enough. You cannot continue to distort map, change demography without the consent of the people, without asking people, do you like this? So that tomorrow, when problem is coming, they know what they are going into. They know that, yes, we asked for you. We agree that you should do this. We agree that in the Western world, in Finland, for example, I have been involved in politics for a very long time in Finland. Since 2012, I got involved in politics. In 2012, I contested the first election in Finland, 2012. Now, in Finland, if government want to change anything, they seek the consent of the people. They conduct what they call survey. What do you think about this? What do you think about it? It takes years. There's going to be debate upon debate. There's going to be amendment upon amendment until They design it in a way that people are going to be comfortable with it. They present it to people and sell the idea to the people, and then also tell the people why this is going to be for your good. And then, bam, it is going to go to the, to the parliament for voting. Sometimes it doesn't even go to the parliament. Sometimes the development comes through the municipal, the councillors and all that. You go through this channel. They have to also consult the people that voted them. They conduct survey, and from that survey, they start working on that particular project until they will convince the people before it goes into the voting at the local parliament, where people will adopt it and make it becomes a law or something. They have to debate it. It has to be on the media and all that. This is what governance is all about, and that's what I'm bringing to Biafra land. Not where somebody will sit in Abuja and somebody who he did not even vote, he just manipulated himself and become a senator. You go to Abuja where other people will be there manipulating him. It does not represent your interest, and before you know it, they say, "Oh, they are creating state too." You don't know anything about it. Tomorrow you sleep in Anambra, you wake up in Ebonyi. You don't know about it. Next tomorrow you sleep in Enugu, you wake up in Ebonyi State. You don't know how it's come about. Nobody consulted you. Nobody consulted the people. How do we divide this boundary? And today there are communal clashes, especially in Biafra. I want you people to understand. Have you ever heard in the northern Nigeria where there is communal clashes? Did you ever hear that there is communal clashes in the northern Nigeria? I am asking you. The same thing in Yoruba land. You ever hear that? Oh, there's a communal clash in Nadekiti. People are fighting for land. Do you ever hear that? No, never. But it is in the southeast and in the south side, especially in the southeast. That's where you hear this small 5 states in the southeast. That's where you hear communal clashes. That's where you hear land. Oh, these people are fighting for land. That people are fighting for border. It's because they did it on purpose. It is targeted at making sure they destroy everything in the Igbo and Biafra. So they create this border, distort it to make you become enemy to each other. But you can't hear. You can never hear in the news that there is a fight in Yoruba land. People are fighting. There is communal clash in Yoruba land. I have never heard anything like that. There's something in the north. Because when you look at the southwest, you see that all of them are in the same state. All of them are in the same region. You did not see a Yoruba-speaking region in the southeast, in Igbo-speaking part. You did not see a Yoruba-speaking region in part of Hausa, except where they have conquered in Kwara State. If you see, tell me. But come to Biafra land, you see how they have divided everybody and try to turn us against each other. It's a planned game. Go to the north. They have the same thing. There is no distortion of the map, except when they want to grab the middle belt. You go to the map now, you see how they have grabbed middle belt. And they are claiming that the middle belt now is part of the 19 northern state. Middle belt is never a northern state, but they are claiming it. So, and that is what Kamala Harris was talking about. They're forcefully changing demography, imposing map, and that's what we are rejecting now. We are fighting against it. And this particular Biafra government in exile, which I'm the prime minister, will fight Nigeria to the last. They will never ever succeed in creating additional state. They will never ever succeed in anything in position of regional government. All we want is outright freedom from Nigeria. We don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. And believe me, one good thing is that Nigeria will burn down and Biafra will still come. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my peer. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, Ebon, please bring your questions very, very quickly, and then let's continue from here. Ben Chooks, please, 60 seconds, please, bring your question very quickly.
Oh, thank you so much, Mazi Ralph. Thank you. They have been kicking me out from up and down. Thank God I have an opportunity.
And I'll be looking for you to bring you back.
Yeah. PM, you have really hit many things, turned many stones upside down. You came at the right time when we really need you. All these things, all this creation they are creating is an advice given to them by a madman called Gowan. That is the template they want to use in order to divide us more.
But my question is, PM, please, what is the last advice you will give to those people sitting on the fence till now, and those who doesn't want to accept the Biafran government in exile of what we are doing? What will be the last advice you can give to them? Thank you.
I am telling you, it is already getting late. The Messiah that we prayed for has come. And very soon we don't need their support anymore. And when that happened, I pity for those who have not been part of this struggle till now. Now we and them will put leg for one trouser. No international community will come for them when the time comes. We are going to design a policy that will make sure they pay dearly for not supporting the struggle. But we are not going to evict them from Biafra land. They are Biafrans, they are our brothers and sisters. But we are going to design a policy that will make sure that how they sabotage the struggle and the freedom of Biafra, they will pay dearly for it. Everyone will be treated equal in Biafra land. But those who did not support us, the policy and the law of Biafra will be designed in a way that they are going to pay heavily for not being part of the struggle until the freedom. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben Chooks. Thank you very much for that question. Please, OBANPG, please bring your question in 60 seconds, please.
All right. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Please go ahead. 60 seconds.
Okay, good evening, my PM. I thank you for all you've been doing. Thank you very much. So my own contribution is this. I want to tell everybody, those who are listening, that we are not violent at all. See, what we are doing is that we can kind of disseminating the terrorists in our land. The only problem Nigeria has is that they don't think. I don't know why. We read, but we don't think. And nobody have asked questions. Those people that they integrated into the army, those repented, so-called repented Boko Haram, they put into the army. Where are they? They were sent to the Biafra land.
Ask a question. Ask a question. Please ask a question very quickly, please. Questions.
Okay.
Not advices. Questions, please.
No, I'm not it's not an advice. I'm trying to clear some people that think we are violent. So I'm trying to let them know that we are dealing with those terrorists that are sent to our land. Because I could remember the time we started calling these people terrorists, the people in uniform, those people carrying guns that are in uniform in Biafra land. The time we started calling them terrorists was when we had that Nigerian government integrated thousands of terrorists into the army. I could remember that was when we started calling them terrorists, and that's what they are. And we're not violent. We are fighting terrorists that are killing our people. So I want everybody to know this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, please come up and ask a question. Leave the advert.
And let me, please, we have just 5 minutes. Let me say it very clear. I am not scared of being tagged violent. What matters is that if there is a place I'm going to ask a question about being violent, I will be very pleased to answer the question. But I don't care whether you call me violent, you call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care. What I care most is that those who come to kill our people don't kill us again and go free.
I think
I don't know who is interrupting.
You had better go now. Remove this guy. He has been distracting us since.
So I am not here to debunk the fact that we are not violent because I am scared. I'm not scared of anything. If you want to call me violent, if it is defending our people against Nigeria terrorist state is violent, I accept it. I don't care. What I care most is that, believe me, if you come to Biafra land to kill our people, you will die there. We will make sure we kill you there and we bury you in Biafra land. Biafra land, we swallow you. This is not in 2007 or 2017. This is not 2018, 19, and where you were killing them in Obibo, throwing them in the river, in Obibo River. No, I am not going to be an agitator. And under my leadership, you kill people that are carrying flag. And then I will be there shouting. like they did to Mazen Amdekano. It is never going to happen here. If that is what you're expecting me to do, I accept being violent, if that is what you mean by violent. If what you mean by violent is for me to watch our people killed like they killed them in Nkpo, so that I will not be a violent person, I accept it. Call me whatever you want. But under my leadership, you can't kill any Biafran again. If you come, you will die before you even shoot a gun. We'll bring you down. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM, sir. Thank you very much. So this one is very, very clear for those that are, jumping up and down, asking questions, saying that we are violent, we are not violent, and this and that. It is very clearly stated now. And the PM said he has only 5 minutes. That means we can take only 3 questions within 5 minutes. So, Oracle, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you very much, Mazi Raphael. My PM, my question is very simple. What do you suggest that everyone who is truly a Biafran, who knows what their decision is, need to be doing to make sure that they are playing every role? Because this agitation is not going to be put on your head alone. Everyone is playing a role. Everyone must play a role. But some people want to play a role, but they are confused of which and what to do. For me, just regard me as a reserve, because Akpo Mokwagmaza and I won't work is okay. But I'm speaking generally. What do you think those who really want to play a genuine role on their own
Thank you,
can
thank
do?
you, thank you, thank you. He has said it. Let's see if PM has any response for that.
Thank you very much. Imana Asina Ekeroreke. That is division of labor. At this point, all we need from you is your support financially and otherwise. That's all. Men we have, the diplomatic tussle have started with the lobby firm, and we are creating committee. We have different kind of committee. Like during the tour of the Netherlands, I called those who wish to join the Biafra lobbying committee, who will make sure that our lobbyists are well funded, for example, to come forward and indicate their interest to join the committee for the Biafra government lobbying, for that Biafra government lobbying committee. So there are different committees here and there. Look for where you think you can be part of, fix yourself, and be very productive for this Biafra liberation and the Biafra government. The gate is open for everyone. So everything boils down to finance. Freedom fighting is something that is not cheap. What we have been able to do now is to make sure that as little as we are raising in our weekly fundraising goes directly to arms, ammunition, and every other things that we are doing which we are not making public, including legal fees and all that. So there are a lot of things going on that we are not making public. So look for where you think you can contribute and be productive, including bringing ideas and all that. Look for these committees and fix yourself and be financially active there. That's all. When the time comes for recruitment, if we need it at all, I will let everybody know. I will announce it. And we know how to do our recruitment. But for now, we don't need that recruitment. All we need now is your financial support to make sure that we have adequate equipment, so that anytime, like today, we have tested, you see the technology we tested, it dug well. Oh, well, Nana. And our ammo tank disappear to the thin air. We need to, make a lot of touch on it so that it will be it will be more powerful than what you see today. That's what we're looking at. So not any other. There is no other. There is no magic. There is no any other way to this freedom than this. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
PM. Thank you.
I think I will
Thank
take
you.
the last question, please.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
You
you.
are free.
Thank you, Oracle. And then the last question will come from Prime IG. Your hand has been up since. Please make sure it is a question. Go ahead.
Good morning from here, my PM. Good morning, everyone. Please, I want to say a few words, not really a question.
Okay, please let's
Those
take a
who are
question. Can we take a
no,
question?
please, just 1 minute, please, okay. Those who are trying to hear anything from our leader have given us, Mazam Nandekan have given us every down thing that he need to give us when he was free. He told us that Zoo terrorists will die in Biafra land. And he also make it very clear when he was free. He also make it very clear that anyone supporting Nigeria will die. Both him and his family, they will all die. He make it very clear when he was
Thank
free.
you.
So
Thank you very
anything
much.
he's saying,
Thank you very
anything they
much,
are
Prime.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
These
very
are
much.
things that
Thank
we
you.
have said repeatedly. I thought you were
Yeah.
supposed to ask a
Thank you.
very engaging question. You just put on normal
Yeah.
call. The same thing I do every day. My PM, thank you
It's
very
okay.
much, sir. I hand
It's
over to
okay.
you,
Thank
my
you.
Minister of Communication.
Hey,
That's
just
it
to
for me,
say a
please.
very big thank you to all Biafrans and to my Prime Minister
I have an
and
engaging question.
journalists that have keyed in to
I
the.
think this guy wanted to ask a question. I don't know. I wanted to bring him.
Give him the mic. The Prime
So
Minister
this
still have
guy,
1 minute.
Kevin Sesh, and they took you for body. Maybe you have a very important question. That's why you are interrupted. Can you do that now, please, Kevin?
Sure. Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So let's skip ahead to the supposed future. So you got the referendum. Biafra is ushered into existence. You as the founding precursor for that new iteration of Biafra. When that happens, what are the top 3 sectors that you yourself will prop up as the leader of the government in exile to further the Biafran economy? The top 3 sectors that you feel are most important.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard what he
Yeah,
asked.
thank you very much. He said the 3 top sectors, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Correct.
Thank you very much. First, before we can do anything, we need a database system. Database system of Biafra is the most and the crucial aspect of this government that we're looking to build for a greater future. One is the database, which already laid the foundation. Today, the Biafra government in exile has the Biafra Security Administration, which have started the background for the Biafra database, making sure that we document every single soul in Biafra. Then we go into the Biafra healthcare system and security. The reason why the healthcare system is important is that we need to put our people back on track health-wise. 2 is the 3 is the security. Without security, we are going nowhere. So we are going to make sure that the state police is very active and doing. And that's why we've voted and enacted the establishment of the Biafra State Police. It may not be what you are expecting me to answer you, but the condition and the situation requires that these 3 essential departments must first be set up and make sure we have one of the best police system and one of the best healthcare system and one of the best database, which we've already done. All these things are already in place. It may also interest you that in quest to make sure that we have a very strong database system, copying from Finland, I say copying from Finland, our national identity card has one of the most difficult to falsify hologram. So I encourage you, if you have not applied, to go and apply for Biafra National Identity Card to see the security features of that card. So that is the beginning of the database. And of course, the database of Biafra will give us the credit base and the credit data system. That's where we're going. With these three things in place, where you have security, you have healthcare, where people can be advised on how to stay healthy, our Biafra nation will be one of the best. We need our people to be very healthy. Thank you.
All right, that brings us
Perfect.
to
Thank
the
you.
rounding up
And,
edge
and
of
of
this.
course, when this kind of question come up, the people will be expecting me to start talking about economy and start talking about that. No, we don't do that. So if I did not bring the issue of economy, don't get disappointed. But these three particular foundation will be the rock where we are going to build our nation. The economy will be what will come up as a plus to it. Like I have discussed about the economic viability of Biafra, what we are going to do. We will have those particular, the estimation and all that we have done. But the most important thing is not those economies. When people will want you to see how economy will grow, how this one, no, there is a foundational problem that must be fixed from Nigeria. And that's what I have discussed here. Police, security, the healthcare system, and database. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Biafran people. What Nigeria and Britain cajoled our mindset into the way that if we don't put our belly first, if we don't put how much we make on our businesses first, we no make point. So that's why every Biafran will always, how much I'm losing in this, how much I'm losing in that. So it's going to be a brain-based economy. You will not allow them to use oil and gas to destroy your mind so that if you don't suckle oil in your backyard or in your father's house, you will not become somebody. I thank the Biafran people and my prime minister for making the record straight. And a country where there is no database is a country where insecurity and terrorists can ravage and then destroy everyone without accountability. So if the Prime Minister have told the entire media here listening that the database system is paramount, that means we are already anticipating how to deal with the terrorists that may be trying to come into Biafra land. And
And even Musa cited database as the major problem that the zoo is having. He cited it.
yes, Musa cited it. Yes. And during the time of COVID-19, reason being that many countries have not been allowed for them to make use of what they have upstairs to invent or to implement their own innovations of vaccines. You saw that everyone were relying on the Western world, even when they bring what is not useful for you. So when he spoke about the healthcare system, you should understand the importance of the healthcare system. And policing is a very big factor. So I appreciate Biafran people. And for us, those of you that are thinking that it's only when the Prime Minister comes up like this, you rush down here and you say, Prime Minister, Prime Minister. And only when you see Mazinamdi in court, you say Mazinamdi Kano, free Mazinamdi. That is not what will bring you Biafra. And that is not what will bring Mazinamdi Kano out. If you don't support the Prime Minister and the Biafran government, you still remain as worse as Musa. So, get down to the database system, get down to the website, and hit the donate button, hit the vote button, and hit the Biafra ID card database system so that your name will count in those that have registered their generations in Biafra. I thank you all. Ndewo.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. May God bless you all. May God bless Biafra. See you again in our next space. Thank you.